This Spectrum camera is not allowed to focus anymore. Part of the harassment from next door, Randall Stevenson and Stanky and Fritches, you might not know them, maybe do. Very smart folks with mathematical backgrounds who I hear were having hard times thinking. Those who've moved on as the devil Fritchie family is moved on to hell for being a part of the devil in the way of all kinds of progress in that part of that. Oh, the son, older son looked like John Kennedy, yes. So did the Santa Monica cop selling his soul. And yes, the younger son of the cop, the partner of the cop, kind of a thinner, lighter hair, not the John kind of look. But, yeah, Nancy Fritchie, mathematics in high school. And Nancy loved her dick. Richard Finley, professor in Northeast Louisiana University. Wonder why it keeps turning off. Yeah. Nancy loved her dick. The stuff I'm seeing with the eyes, part of growing a new body and new eyes. Used to be all dark brown. But yeah, she had the story of her younger son, I want to say, who she was taken to the park in his wagon, and he just kind of slumped over, had water on the brain, and had to relearn everything. Remember, every member of the Fritchie family, you try to call me in front of them, 424-229-4140. Make videos of the censorship software in post offices, not just to me, but to everybody, placing in office those folks. They have to, John Melton Brady, Melton's the name I go by, apartment 409, the Immaculate Apartment. (4260) Eagle Rock Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Look for where they separate the mail, they sort the mail, 90065, and your mail to this apartment, an apartment complex. It's a very thin apartment complex without, it's 40 units this way, 50 units this way, 4 stories. Pocket dock everything of the Kennedys, and they seem to have been active long term and holding back my work as a graphic artist, and also my work as, building the Lord's house. Oh, they will not stay 20 watts about 10 times a day. Yeah, make that video. Had that call to me and ask at those photo ops. That is different. I've witnessed. Well, yeah, if I can think about trying to watch. But the growth of the new eyes and vein-like stuff are forming, and as I pointed at the eyes, I kind of see something of that. You don't have to believe anything I say. You don't know. Come make a video with your friends of these eyes, and time, date, number, date, whatever you get when you don't get me. Ask all those Kennedys and all those politicians in general, how many times organized rape crime family As Mr. Brady, John Milton Brady, telling the world to check the lifelines with 9/11 Flight 93 checks and only getting 4 calls in those 14 plus years. No mail by any of my image or videos. How many pocket docs have been made of LaJoy? He fundraised for Biden, and he got the Postmaster General, LaJoy. All the mail he can steal. How many times has Mr. Brady been brought up in front of you, and how many times have you been a treasonous American to America? And yes, a part of. You can't reach him, you can't tell him to wear a mask, keep your distance. It's promoting the plague worldwide, and of course, America's hell. How many times has Mr. Brady been brought up? How many times did you lie through your teeth? Get it on video, post, whatever you get when you don't get me. And yes, look for all those pretty genetic facial recognition, perhaps up in the Northeast where the Kennedys are, as well as Deborah Laurie and Brady Bond with the 7/11 marriage. Look for every photo he's ever taken, and look for her up in the Northeast. Nanny, perhaps. Laurie and Brady Bond 7/11 marriage, married the gayest sailor ever. Samuel Lynn Bond in 2001, September 7th, and we all know what happened on the 11th. There's a 7-Eleven back. You can see it from the window in the living room. I had to work at a 7-Eleven after I couldn't find work with my 3.39 grade point average in mathematics. Yes, the Fritchies. Part of that professor in high school, Nancy Fritchie kind of thing. Look for the Laurie Ann Brady Bonds, Samuel Lynn Bonds, and of course it's bizarre. His dad raised 3 treasonous siblings in Lake Charles. Yes, James Bond, Jimmy Bond, and yes, Cheryl Bond married Mideast Moo Bond, and Iranian, I believe. Maybe Saudi Arabian, but definitely one of the two. He works for LADWP in charge of 1 in 30 Americans' water and electricity. And yes, Samuel Lynn Bond married the Chinese gal. Laurie, my personal knife in the back sister, was his second wife. Get it on video. Your hijack called to me, and that's my arms giving out. See you tomorrow. Make those pocket docs. Have that pocket doc going. 32 gigabyte card will go for literally weeks. With that audio maker, it's not he said, she said. It's what actually happened. It can be very useful in crime solving, what folks who witnessed don't remember, didn't notice. So yeah, back it up to the cloud and find ways to do that. Remember to drive past our little AT&T folks that own Spectrum next door, every single one coast to coast, and turn that hatred noise. It's in the parking lot that's gated, and they're surrounded by apartment complexes, and you know they do that elsewhere, so send that message every time you go past. AT&T or Spectrum home, top to bottom. The lower level ones will tell you volumes. Get them screaming it out what Steinke and Stevenson CEOs were and are a part, and that's those arms going. See you tomorrow.